या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मीरारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। Mother feels while entering into the inner reality of Sail. Sail is the microscopic, smallest unit of physicality, that is human matter. So it contains a very subtle combination between physicality and materiality. Exclusive material qualities are also there, and ever growing physical qualities are also there. And Mother pinpointedly experience that the subtle movements of the Sail, if psychically directed, then they can be illumined, they can be lighted up, and they can be the new fire. That is the virgin fire, untrembling virgin fire. That is what Sri Aurobindo defines in Savitri. Can be realized in each and every Sail. So the original purity, sanctity of divine spark is there in this Sail. But while getting into a wider horizon, and wider horizon means the wider horizon of universal motherhood, being in her room, sitting on her chair, Mother feels the center of the whole of universe. Her center, her bodily center, the center of her own physicality is Sail. But her bodily figure, her form, human form, is the atom of the universal consciousness, is the microscopic existence of the entire universal consciousness, and this is universal motherhood. So Mother says categorically to Satprem, while giving dictation of her self-willed mutation. Mind of the Sails, another title has also been given here. The mind of the Sails, or willed mutation of our species. It is a willed mutations. So willed is more important and more relevant word. Willed movement, willed motion, willed new transfiguration, and willed new evocation of up till now hidden purity, sanctity, divinity, light, and love. These are all different nomenclatures of divinity. We should not look to their only external meaning of the word, but the spark of the sense, spark of the light, spark of the mental perception, spark of the intellectual comprehension, and spark of the growth of the understanding of the self towards totality. It is the total quantum of knowledge made available to the sensibility of the self is psychic transmission. The total quantum that Sri Aurobindo accumulated throughout his sadhana in Pondicherry, that is after 1910 to 1950, continuously for 40 years, has been within a fraction of the second transmitted to the mother. This is a willed mutation. This is willed mutation. If it can be transmitted to a other body, why cannot be transmitted by psychic to the cell? Psychic is one entity, entity of consciousness at one level. Physicality is also at another level, and the core atom as fundamental microscopic unit of this physicality is still at the another level. But from one level to another level, from one body to another body, from individual consciousness to the universal consciousness, it can be transmitted. So the perfection, purity and divinity, even in the fundamental microscopic unit of my cell I can achieve, can be made universally available to the whole of varied manifestation of life on the planet. That is the real seed of the kingdom of God. Kingdom of God having three dimensions: beauty, multiplicity and infinity. 3 in 1 is divinity. Mother tries to find it out at cellular level with the force of psychic, the direction given to psychic by the Supreme. But psychic takes its own movement towards cell willfully. Why? Because psychic is microscopic existence of universal divinity. Universal divine is the supreme divine, but microscopic entity of the supreme divine on earth is psychic, and that psychic can derive the power, energy acceleration of this new mobility is willed mutation. And that willed mutation is the only way to eradicate disease, illness, disorder and death. The only sensation that remains in the old way, still, whatever is being done in my body at present, Mother says categorically to Satprem, is a painful process. But what is it? What is that pain? What type of pain it is? That pain is not the pain of disease, nor it is the pain of disorder. It is not the pain of my body, which I could have eradicated instantly, and I did it in past many a times. This is not the novice experience on my part to bear this pain. This is not compulsory. I experience it. But that pain itself is something foreign to my body. It is not being generated in my body itself. Pain is foreign element, something outsider, something like outsider from my body. But I can mark, this is the spark of the falsehood out of the framework of my body. So cell can register it while accepting this willed mutation. I have the impression they are the symbolic points of what remains from the old consciousness. But I can feel that why my body accepts this pain even from outside, from the universe. Because this is the old dead habit of the consciousness of previous state. I am now entering into new state, migrating myself to the new state with my physicality, with my vitality and with my mentality. But it is the willed mutation of the psychic. So psychic can take away with its motion my physicality, my vitality and my mentality. So what is the location of this pain? Is it a representative of death? Is it a representative of falsehood? Is it a representative of my non-plus entity? What is it? Mother tries to find it out. Pain, only pain feels the same as it felt before. I have many a times felt this type of pain in my body. At that time I was not undergoing this de novo experiment, and I could mark that it is my pain, it is my suffering, it is my disorder, it is something that takes place in my form. But now I can feel that it is not originated in my body and my frame. It is from somewhere else. But it can be eradicated by my psychic. So without my being's consent, nothing can enter into this castle of physicality. It is my castle. Nothing foreign can enter into my castle of physicality. That is the protection already given to psychic playing its own game here on the little field of mortality. That is the prime rule of game. So now I can distinguish. Pain being so imposed ignorantly on the disorder of my body is not the original source, but it is received from somewhere. For instance, food, taste, smell, vision, sound are all completely changed, but now I feel that they are all completely changed. All aspects of physicality being sustained, being fed, being undertaken, being imposed upon my physicality are all changed now. I have no interest in eating, drinking, no interest in consuming anything as such. The new channel that is granted and given to me to sustain my existence as individual being, but that is always in contact with the universal entity. I can live individually, I can live universally. So there is no barrier to my self-expansion, and my soul consents to this self-expansion. It's not my body that is getting self-expanded, as you might take note of it. You might not see, you might be seeing me sitting individually before you, Mother says to Satprem. But I can feel internally my self-expansion, and that is a willed mutation too on the part of my soul. They belong to another rhythm. See, they belong to another rhythm. This is the different motion. This is the different type of new velocity. Because this is the formation of new body. This is the manifestation of new consciousness. This is something extraordinary, de novo to my old consciousness already cabined in my castle-like physicality. Cell is the microscopic unit, but still it is this pinpointed center that also can bear, not burden, bear the total quantum of the whole of universe. It has no limit. And with the result, my body feels it. My cells receives it, and with the result, it becomes the part and parcel of my physical experience. So physicality and psychic, they are simultaneously moving in the same direction. Psychic is leading, and my entire physicality is following. Psychic is accepting, giving consent to this change, and my body accepts it, because my body wants to be a new body. My cellular formation wants to be a new cellular formation. My cell is now, practically speaking, not satisfied with its age-old movement, is rather more satisfied with this new wheeled mutation. So what can it do? It can eradicate pain, it can eradicate disease, it can eradicate illness, but at its master stroke, it can eradicate death also. So that is what the great understanding, new spark of understanding received the mind of my cell. That is, the organs function differently. This is, the organs function differently. Is it the organs themselves or only their functioning which have changed? Why can I have this de novo experience of the cellular entity being so expanded as universe, willfully accepting and assimilating new changes? For what? This is self-analysis of mother on her part, of the self-experiment. But it is a new experience. I don't think Satprem could grasp this at this stage or not. But he is so blessed that such a de novo experiment and experience of the divine on the earth, launched for the first time, is transmitted forcibly to Satprem. Satprem to understand it, Satprem to record it, and Satprem to assimilate it. But thereby, Srimad Bhagavad Gita transmitted to Arjun was not meant for Arjun personally himself, was for the humanity to come. Similarly, this is also transmitted to Satprem, but for the entire humanity to experience tomorrow. I don't know, but they obey a different law. I don't know, but my cells obey a different law imposed upon them. It's not the law of mind, it's not the will of mind, it's not the energy empowered by mind to the cells. It is something unique and different, but it's a new law. It's a new law to accelerate the new velocity by my psychic. My psychic also might not have experienced this way in past. Before mother started this new programming, mother's psychic might have also not undergone this sort of new experience. So this is the new programming being launched. The only thing that remains materially concrete in this world is a world of illusion. Illusion not in the sense of Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Illusion means the reality that has accepted death as ultimate truth is illusion. The existence, individual, universal or cosmic, has accepted true death to be the last and final inevitable reality is illusion. Scenario of world, scenario of life, scenario of individuality is not illusion. Rather, relativity as it is manifesting is not illusion. Illusion is the wrong comprehension through the distorted mind by our body is illusion. Death is illusion, pain is illusion, disease is illusion, total mortality is illusion. Total mortality is illusion. If cells are prepared to accept this new change, new movement, new velocity, new law, then old law will be outdated. So what is old law? Must of death will be outdated. So this new change is being accepted by my cells now. And my psychic feels the relevance and meaningfulness in launching this new movement within my body. So body within my body is being so formulated that my body also can bear it and my cells also can accept this de novo new change. The only thing that remains materially concrete in this world of illusion, is pain. But still, that process gives pain to the cells. Cells also can feel this pain. But that pain is something foreign to it, is not the inherent part of the microscopic entity of divinity that is my cell. It is not the pain of the cell. It is something that is imposed on it by old vanishing force of dead habits. Death, being a master dead habit, is also putting its own burden on my cells, and while taking this U-turn for the first time, my cells also feel this pain. This is pain. It seems to be the very essence of falsehood. See, it seems to be the very essence of falsehood. It is falsehood. It is illusion. It is non-entity. It's not reality. Still is accepted as ultimate reality. The error of mind is being so powerfully pointed out by my cell. So the mind of the cell is superior to my physical mind. Mind of the cell is superior and commanding over my rational mind, desire mind, physical mind, mind in my physical cabinet. But mind in the true form, mind in true entity of myself is my cell. So Mother distinguishes the mind of cell and the physical mind, that is the governing force, as we people are also being guided and governed by our mind. Because we have never seen up till now the mind of the cell. So mind of the cell is more powerful than our mind. So how can we control our mind? concentration, contemplation, meditation. Why and how? So Mother felt that it is the cellular mind, if it is rightly awakened, then it can make our mind inactive, where that illusion will be over. Illusion of the death will be over. Illusion of disease will be over. This is the new dimension of new biology. Though physicality is there, though concrete matter is there, though concrete mortal matter is there, but still in the core of this concrete atomic concrete matter, in the form of the its smallest unit as atom, divinity is still there, and in its extreme sanctity, purity, with all qualities of divine there. And that is because of the transmission of mind of light by Sri Aurobindo to me. So my entire framework is now assimilating. Once transmitted, is being assimilated. Now I am conscious of this assimilation. From 50 to 62, 12 years, that force was being assimilated automatically. But now, with awakening of the mind of cells, I can consciously feel that it is being so absorbed, it is being so transmitted, and it is being so received by my cells, because it is the cellular nature itself. Divinity, to live divinity, to manifest divinity, to realize divinity, to experience immortality, rather to generate immortality, is the very nature, fundamental nature of my cell. Rest of the things are all illusions. This is the only master law, new law, that is guiding my body at present. So what can be done and what should be done? I am even forbidden to use my knowledge. I am forbidden to use my knowledge. Whatever my understanding of the old mind, whatever my apprehension and comprehension of the old mind is not to be used now. Now I will have to accept this new law. And if it is accepted by my body, it will be accepted by the whole of universe. I am the portal, universal portal. If it is accepted by my body, it will be accepted by the universe. So I am forbidden a force from somewhere, that is the force from Supreme, mandatory power, mandatory insight, mandatory clue is so imposed upon me that I am forbidden to accept this old force of dead habits, including death. My force to obliterate pain as I used to do before. I could have avoided this pain. I could have eradicated that pain, which I did in my life up till now. But now I cannot eradicate it. I have to transform it. Because there lies the clue of the disappearance of death from my consciousness. How can I avoid this clue? If I would like to avoid death, I must accept this clue. But it is not the original nature of my cell. That is what the distinction I can understand and I can mark. I did it very well before. It's strictly forbidden now. But now it is strictly forbidden. Not to avoid it. Not to avoid it. Go and see the distinction between the new law and the old law of dead habits. New law of immortality, practically speaking, and the old law of illusory death. But I have seen that something else is intended. But I feel that process as such is being so accelerated, and I am made to witness the process objectively, has got a different objective, has got a different intention. Might be the intention of the Supreme to impose new law of immortality, new law of divinity. But I can't define it right now. Something which is in the making. Something which is in the making. The new format is being created with the cooperation and wholehearted collaboration of my cells. So my physical existence gets itself separated from my cellular existence. I can mark the distinction between these two layers of existence individually. My cellular existence is reality, where there is no place for disorder, disease and death. And my physical existence, as I have been experiencing since my birth, is a different existence. So this is the very first appearance of a new body in the same body of the mother. It is still, I can still feel. This is specially addressed to Satprem. Satprem, I am talking to you. I am narrating the experience to you, but I still feel that process is still going on. So I am not simply analyzing it with my mind, with my this external mind, but it is being transmitted to you. You may experience right now or not is a different thing, but it is being transmitted to you as I was transmitted by Sri Aurobindo, the mind of light. So this is the spark of the mind of light. I am also transmitting it to you. You can very well imagine what a state of blessed soul Satprem might have reached at that moment. It's still, I can't say a miracle. I can't say it's a miracle. It's not miracle. It is the superior reality that is taking place within my body. Because it's not a miracle, but it is a wonder. It's not a miracle, but it is a wonder. And wonder in sense, not of surprise, wonder in sense of de novo gift. If we can gift, if we can get new gift, which is beyond our imagination and expectation, is wonderful, is not merely a surprise. So wonderful gift of immortality being given to the human body, discarding the old habit of death, is really a wonderful gift given by the divine. Because it's not a miracle, but it's a wonder. The unknown, when will it come? I don't know when will it come. When will world, earth, humanity will experience this? But today I am experiencing, so it is a sound assurance given to me by Supreme that day will come when the entire humanity also will have the same experience. How will it come? I don't know. How will it come? I don't know. When divine doesn't know how this new boon is granted to us, what is the experience of our poor mind? How can we assimilate it with our poor mind? If divine feels this, what can we feel? We can't estimate the limitations of our human mind. So up till now, the way our mind is functioning is also illusion. The way our intellect is playing is also illusion. The way all sciences come to the existence and invented is also illusion. Our ignorance is illusion, and the grand total of our ignorance is death. So Mother got this master key, and Satprem writes, indeed, the question was no longer that of abolishing pain or suspending death by means of higher powers, yogic or otherwise, but of transforming pain and death through the natural power of the cells themselves. Satprem understood this much, and we people are also to understand this much from this present discourse. If we can understand this much, that pain is not to be eradicated, death is not to be eradicated, pain is to be transformed, and death also is to be transformed, because it is the divinity that is one and the same will have to be made concrete base of our existence. I think this is enough for today.